cool to start with. Hi, I'm Michael and welcome to Element 3D. Today I'll be showing you Element 3D and what you can do with it. It's a cool new plugin for Adobe's After Effects. It works from CS3 to CS6, but first of all, before I show the product, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I like sport, I like soccer, tennis, cross-country running. I don't mind the odd game of touch and basketball here and there. I like video editing, especially with Adobe After Effects and Premiere Pro as well. And I also like 3D modeling using 3ds Max. And yeah, now that you know a bit about me, we're going to jump onto the Video Copilot website and find out what Element 3D is. Element 3D is a 3D object-based particle engine. It is OpenGL and runs very quickly using OpenGL software. I'm going to play a very quick demonstration video just to show you what it is, and hopefully this will get you excited for what's more to come. All this plugin and also After Effects. Quick look at Element 3D. At the moment, the latest version is Element 3D version 1.6. If you want to have a look at what's new in the video, just visit videocopilot.net/products/element, and then just scroll down to Element 3D version 1.6 and click Watch Now, and it tells you all the latest details. Just a quick overview. It has 3D Object Dispersion, where you can deconstruct 3D objects really quickly, only using materials. Well, you set materials and you pull them apart. It's pretty cool. You can create amazing 3D text like this one here, or the fuse, rust, spin, ice. It has environment maps, so like you get that little shiny bit, but also the environment around it. So you can see that grass bit there reflects on there, and gold and silver as well. There's a lot of other software you can buy for this, such as projectiles and weapon models, money, fresh food, sound, also cities and other materials. You can use this product with Adobe After Effects CS3, CS4, CS5, CS55, and CS6, and it works on Mac and Windows. Now that you've seen a bit about it, we're going to jump into After Effects, and I'm going to show you a couple of cool things you can do with it. Before I start showing you the Element 3D scene setup and how it all works, the basic skill set you need really to be able to use Element 3D is really just a basic understanding of how Adobe After Effects works and just getting your comfort level set for it. A couple of things you can do with Element 3D is you can make some really easy 3D text, as I'll do here. It's pretty simple and quick. You just make a solid, add the effect on. First of all, you got to make your texture. It's always important. So I'm just going to, of course, Epic Blaze. It's my gamer tag. Check me out on YouTube. So I'm going to create the text and just quickly put it into the Element 3D engine. If you want a more detailed tutorial on how to do 3D text, I'll be uploading a video on my YouTube, which you can find out at the end of this video. First of all, I'm just going to quickly make some text and throw a texture on that. We'll go with, I'll put a bevel one actually, gold rim. Look at that, already simple, easy, there's some 3D text. And that looks good there. And we'll zoom in here a bit and drop that down. I'm going to quickly animate this. It's very straightforward. Once you know what you're doing, you can do some really cool animation. If I can get to it. Go into rotation, you rotate on Y. so you can spin around that way. Can spin on X as well, and Z. You can spin it that way, and also on the Z, which is that way. Another thing you can do with animation, you can do this for any 3D object that you bring in as well, not just text. You can also rotate random, so it rotates randomly in X, Y, and Z, so you never know what you're quite going to get. Can be pretty cool sometimes. As you see, that took me literally 30 seconds to make some cool looking text, and I can animate that. So if I and all these stopwatches are keyframeable, so if I want to rotate on the Y for about a second, and I want to do 2 rotations. And then if we drag along the timeline, you can see it rotate twice. One really important thing that you need to know about Element 3D is that the layer itself is actually a 2D layer. As you can see, the 3D layer icon is ticked off, and when you tick it, you get a little error message pops up saying effects that use cameras or light should be applied to 2D layers. But you see, you get this little symbol up here. So for most of the time using Element 3D, you usually leave it as a 2D layer. Some other things you can do with Element 3D is that you can import models. Element 3D comes predefined and stocked with some models that you can use. So you have like your atom, you can move around, Wi-Fi logo, settings, power button, stuff like that. All these you can texture and animate how you wish. You can even break them apart, and that's a little bit more advanced, but it's doable. Just you can check out Video Copilot's tutorial page. They tell you how to use it. Couple of models I've done is iPhone as well. A plane. I haven't got the textures in, that's why it appears white. And as you can see, it's moving very quickly. That's because it's using the OpenGL rendering software. The models themselves, they have to be exported as OBJ files from 3ds Max, E3D, or I believe it's C4D as well for the Cinema 4D models. They're the only ones that'll work. Most of the ones I have are OBJ. It also comes with a starter pack as well, so you can have like a flashlight, paint can, just some cool quirky little things, like you can have a spray can here as well. So a couple of things you could do with that is, like, out of the nozzle here, you could animate the can going up and down the screen like that, and then you could have, using Particular, which is a Red Giant plugin, you could have particles coming out, and then it could look at like you're spray painting a wall. You can also include animated 3D objects as well. I don't have any, so I can't share that. Some other cool things you can do is, like, you can change the environment really quickly. So it just gives you like a really different glow. See, now it's like a really warm, and all this is changed around. So if I go back to that default one, you can see it. That one's like really shiny. Even just by changing the background, it changes it completely. So if we go shop, it's just a bit different. If we extrude the text again, put the bevel on, I prefer using gold rim. It looks pretty cool. You can change all the bevel options. So see how it's like really curved here on this part here? You can change that so it's like really sharp and more block. I kind of like it that way. It's just preference, really. Depends what you're going for. See, now that's like really blocky. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you want a more advanced tutorial on how to do 3D text and animation, you can look at my YouTube channel, which I'll have a link at the end of this video. A couple of my own work I've done. If I go back to this comp one, all these are placed together just to make it easier. I've got some text that I've animated, done in 3D, all animated with Element 3D. I've used an optical flare just to spice it up a bit, make it look a bit cooler. And so yeah, that's Element 3D. It's a really cool After Effects plugin. It's really simple to use once you get the hang of it. If you're having trouble with any of it, you can look on Video Copilot's website as well. They've got a lot of awesome tutorials that can help you out.